Hello, my name is Andrew. I'm 21 years old. I'm a twink that's heavily into astrology and love mindfulness, spirituality, and just talking about all things, my thoughts, my reflection on life, and just trying to share some ideas that might help benefit you on your path and journey. I got a new microphone. It was the cheapest and also the quickest shipping on Amazon in Italy, where I'm at this summer working, doing chemistry research abroad. So if it's bad, let me know if you have any mic recommendations. Very new to all this stuff, but I'm thankful I'm finally making some money off the internet and I can make this money, but also invest it back in the business, I could say, and then also invest it in your experience so we can just have a little more comfortable time and have an easier time getting to know me and my ideas rather than having friction of not good infrastructure of communication. But here I have a few just ramble notes. I'm going to keep more of my YouTube videos to just random unedited reflections and also maybe make a Substack next month of more edited, concise visions and pieces of works, maybe videos and writings of just my general thoughts, reflections about life. But here, I'm here to talk about the power of duality because I think sometimes this archetype or ideas is hard to lean into, especially in our mono obsessed culture, monogamy. I mean, we grew up with heterosexuality, monogamy is part of the culture, but also it's like, oh, you go to college, pick one career path, do that one thing for 40 years, every day straight, and that's how you make your life. And I feel like I used to be really sad about the quote, jack of all trades, master of none, because when I was younger, I was like, oh, I just want to be the best horn player. I don't want anything else in life because life taught me that, oh, there's only one way to be successful. And I'm like, um, I've done a lot of healing the past few years. I'm so grateful. I'm the jack of all trades. I've do chemistry research. I perform music at a high level. I've done a lot of philanthropic work. I've done over 1,000 hours of community service in high school. I talk about astrology. I also just love being a freaky twink sometimes. I'm silly, really funny. I don't know. I'm usually funny, but now that I'm talking more in a serious video, I'm not the most funny right now. But I think, especially with like astrology, there's 12 signs or 12 houses, but it's often easier and simpler to think about them as six pairs or six oppositions because like, oh, Gemini and Sagittarius are sister signs, but they're actually 180 degrees apart, so they're on opposition, which this is the axis I think about the most personally just because I have a Sagittarius stellium and then I'm also a Gemini rising, so it's just like I think about this axis constantly. I love learning. I love just I'm I didn't always love talking or love sharing my ideas. I used to be an introverted Gemini, which wow, I was just I mean, I still am at heart because I just love consuming. I love learning. I've listened to YouTube and podcasts for over a decade now, just constantly consuming. But then I was like, I used to be in detriment where it's like God gave you 2 ears and one mouth for a reason, which yes, that is true. But it was to a point where I was just like, I cut off my voice and I wasn't actually sharing my thoughts. I outsourced my wisdom. I was constantly using algorithms or search bars or looking for other, I guess, spiritual leaders or just guidance online. And I outsourced my inner wisdom, which that's one thing. I can make more videos on my Alexander technique journey and how that healed me and a lot of my mindsets. So if you're curious about that, I can talk about that more. But realizing I had inner wisdom came from that experience. But back to the duality, it's kind of like the yin and yang. When inside the, you know what yin and yang looks like. Hopefully, if you don't, Google that, please. But basically, there's like black, but inside there's like a white circle inside. So it's basically in every extreme, there's always a little bit of the other. So this also, let's talk about the astrology while I'm filming this. I'm filming this under July 29th on the full moon in Aquarius. So full moon is already in opposition. So duality between the moon and the sun are they're opposing each other in opposite signs. That's why there's more light at night. The full moon is in Aquarius, conjunct Pluto. So it's about rebirth, change. Yeah, rebirth and change just because Pluto doesn't want just status quo. It wants change for the good. And then it's also this the sun is because Jupiter is Kazimi the sun, so that means they're conjunct. And that just means Jupiter is offering expansion. Also, the nodes just changed into Aquarius and Leo, so this technically isn't an eclipse by orb, but It's still very so intense right now, preparing for eclipse season. And since I'm a Gemini rising, this illumination from the luminaries, the sun and moon, is happening in my third and ninth house, which are complementary to the archetypes of Gemini and Sagittarius. So it's really more so about, I'm with Pluto in my ninth house, I'm really reflecting about my philosophies and wanting to share. Like, okay, yes, I am trying to let go of people pleasing in a sense, but also still thrive to be successful. I let go of people pleasing in my current life of I started posting shortlist videos and me talking about astrology on Instagram, and that's been one of the most successful things for me recently. And I was like, okay, I don't care about what people in my personal life or my IRL in real life think about me. But then I was like, oh, and then I was getting insecure the other day. I was like, okay, I don't want to fully be just a shirtless sellout. As sex sells in our economy, you get more attention that way because people are listening to you more that way. Sadly, it's true. And I'm just mindful of that, and I try to use that to my advantage, but I'm making sure what I'm selling is just not surface level stuff, but actually some helpful mindfulness, some spirituality, some reflection and knowledge that I know about the planets and how I approach life that might be helpful for you on your journey, whereas other people are just taking advantage of a weak, um, compromised individual in the market. Consumer, that's the word. Weak consumer. What I'm saying, it's like your attention is your dollar nowadays. It's so important to be mindful of what you intake and consume so much, especially just nowadays. As I'd say, it's even more important than what you spend your money on, because you're a combination of like your five closest friends, but realistically you're a combination of the five people you listen to on social media. So I've really been doing a 180 turn mental. I used to be so depressed, so negative thinking, and I only like try to consume creators that are like confident, uplifting, inspiring, and just really believing anything is possible. And with Jupiter in my third house, I'm expanding my communication too. You best believe. Where is Leo in your chart? Let me know. I can tell you if you drop your rising sign or even your sun sign. I can let you know where this is happening for you and what area of life you're expanding or growth. But just going back a little more about the duality thing, I always shied away from it the past few years. I think I still have one more year left of undergrad, but I've been a dual degree in college where I study both chemistry and music, and they're both extremes. And I was like, I never fully feel like a music student, but I never fully feel like a chemistry student because I have to split my time. So I never have the full music experience of eating lunch with friends, or like being able to go to every concert, or like the chemistry experience. I never can have late night study sessions with them because I have a rehearsal or something. So it's always just like I never fully feel enough in both ways. And then it's been so healing the past 6 months where it's like, maybe I don't want either of those life paths. Actually, that's been the coup of it all. I don't actually want either of those paths fully long term. Like I do want to continue some music on the side. I like all the opportunities chemistry has given me, and I still want to have the ability to work remotely. That was my favorite thing about computational chemistry, is just being able to travel and work simultaneously. And like I love computational chemistry because it's like passive work where you just wait for a calculation to finish, and I kind of like that from the internet. I can make content, but it still is working for me even after I step away from the phone. Which, yes, I love working online, connecting to more people, but I'm like realizing my energy is sacred and I need more time offline, protecting my energy, protecting my peace more than ever. So like I'm already thinking about, next summer go do like a week of silent meditation retreat or like a yoga teacher training. That'd be the dream, but gotta save up money or find a patron. But then I've been reflecting on that duality. It's like, okay, I don't really want a full career in that, but like if I can make money talking about my beliefs and like showing that astrology is real if you live it as a philosophy, a daily philosophy, which I've been doing for over 2 years now. It's been life-changing for me. It's gotten me out of some of my greatest depressions, let go of some of my greatest anxieties, and I've had so much faith, much more faith walking with the universe and spirit. And I hope to, if that resonates with you, just stick around and I can help inspire you, teach you my wisdom, what I learned, and you also wisdom you can teach me. And that's the beautiful thing, is this is a collaborative field. There's not one head priest, head bishop, head pope trying to be like, this is the doctrine, follow this philosophy. If not, you're gonna die and burn. That's like, no, astrology is for everyone. And like, I'm still reflecting about being welcoming for everyone, but in a sense, like astrology, even though if you don't have your birth time or like you're adopted, I'm still reflecting that. I was like, how can we not discriminate anyone in astrology? That's another important thing, beliefs I have. Um, yeah, what else am I gonna say? But no, okay. So going back to the duality concept, um, can you tell I'm a little incoherent? Maybe this is why I need to make the Substack and have a clear, concise, edited vision. Because I'm a little Gemini rising, so I can yap. But my Mercury, my chart ruler, is in detriment in Sagittarius. No wonder I get all over the place. But like, they're grand, lofty ideas. Like a lot of what I said probably is like, yeah, I know what I'm saying. I'm eating the pudding too. It's good, but it's just like incoherent. It's like, okay, yes, but like I need to make it in a paper. You guide the reader through your thesis and your points concisely, or just like smoothly, and like I'm just woo, you know. So I need to edit myself that more. But now I've been like, okay, I'm an astrologer, but I'm also a little twink, that's a little slutty. I'm like, okay, maybe I can actually sit in those dualities. I've always tried to stray away from those dualities in the past, and maybe I just need to lean into that a little more and accept who I am and not conform, but also just show that there can be a range of. You don't have to be one extreme astrologer. You don't have to only be an adult entertainer. You can be both, and I hope to embody that vision more long term and just really be myself authentically. And like, I think authenticity with Uranus in my first house, oh my gosh, there's no better time than now to be authentic. Going through my Uranus square 2 right now, it's exact. It was exactly like a month ago, but I'm just like, yeah. And my Uranus square is from my 10th house to my first house. And of course, it's partly with my public persona, my career. But I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want to be anyone else. And I'm so thankful I've done so much inner healing where now I can actually be happy in my own skin every day and like not be chasing external validation as much. But that's like the one thing I'm like, okay, I get less views with my shirt on. So I'm like, this is just a new avenue possibility for people pleasing. But if I people please some, I also get larger market and it can also spread my ideas more. So I'm like, okay, now trying to find a balance of how much I need to people please so I can be sustainable, but also still being my authentic self. It's like I literally don't. I'm so body neutral. Not like I don't. I used to have more bodies. I don't really. My body is just a vessel for my brain, my ideas, my heart, and experience. I'm like, if people are attracted to that, go ahead. I'm body indifferent a lot of the times. So that's my general thoughts and ramble. How do you feel about duality? I think we need duality more than ever, especially with the AI nowadays with human beings. We really need to. I hope to be very transparent. If I ever use AI, I might eventually use it to like edit some video. But for now, I just want to do unedited and stay away from AI, or just always be transparent with that, just so you know what ideas are me and what ideas are machine. But I think we're gonna over this next 18 months with this the nodes in Aquarius and Leo, we're gonna be much more transparent about what is AI and what is not. But yeah, what is your thoughts about duality and what we're all going through? Hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you want to see from me. If you made it this far, leave a comment because I love you. Like, I can't believe you listened to this long. I'm so grateful. But take care, beautiful. Mwah.